I didn't want to make this video. I feel like we've already shared numbers about YouTube when we made this video last year, and we didn't need to talk about it again. But I went back and I looked at the numbers, and that video made us $2,000. And I like money, so let's do it again. How much money we made on YouTube in 2021.
I've seen a lot of YouTubers make this video, and in general, it's these crazy big numbers, and the numbers keep going up and up. For us, we're able to make a living on YouTube, but it's not an income we can rely on. This year, we had issues that interfered with our ability to make videos consistently, and our channel really suffered because of that. You can really see this when we go through the numbers, and I think it's something that doesn't normally get shown.
On You Can't Eat the Grass, we make videos all about starting a farm. Red Roof Family Farm is in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. We grow flowers and veggies on our 2.5 acre property that we sell down at the farmer's market and also here at a farm stand. We started making YouTube videos over 4 years ago when we didn't even have a farm. And here we are now, ready to start our 4th season farming with a catalog of hundreds of videos showing us building the farm from ground up. It's pretty incredible to be able to go back and physically see all the work that we've done. I really like sharing numbers about the farm business because I feel the numbers make it so you can understand the decisions that we're making in our farm. But we don't really do that with YouTube. We're not a how-to YouTube channel.
So this video is basically to feed the drama llama that's inside all of you.
And I'm okay with that because this video was really such a great opportunity to look back at the entire year.
Just a note, all the numbers that we reference will be in Canadian dollars, but we're gonna do the conversion and put it on screen for US dollars.
In January, we made $2,500.
We released the video, How Much YouTube Paid Us in a Year, and it got 225,000 views. So that one did really well for us. It introduced a lot of people to our channel, and even those people that follow our channel already really enjoyed it. So, you know, it was a good video.
That's why we're doing it again.
Yeah.
I also started a new series, Food on the Farm, in January, which got 53,000 views. Unfortunately, I also canceled that series after we made the video when I realized we didn't have time to actually make food videos throughout the course of the year. But people really enjoyed to see how we have so much food storage over the winter. Down below in the description, there's links to all the videos that we talk about. So if you want to see any of these, if you missed any of them, go and check them out. In February, we made $5,300.
We released one of our favorite videos, dried flower arranging for a ROMCOM movie set, which got 24,000 views. I really like this video because it was just like a silly, like late winter video. And we spitball a bunch of different rom-com movie ideas that I think were pretty funny in it. And you know, it's just like fun. And it was the first time we ever put together a dried flower market stand. And I think it turned out really nice.
I've been working a lot with dried flowers for the last 2 years, and I used this video as an opportunity to kind of show everything that I'd learned about arranging dried flowers. This isn't the only dried flower video that we have on our channel. We have actually made a bunch this year where we show lots and lots of info about using them yourself, you know, and every single vlog always has dried flowers. I mean, you know,
yeah,
they're everywhere.
The whole room is we're just surrounded by dried flowers.
In March, we made $6,000.
We made the video, the easiest paper pots ever, and it got 107,000 views. It was a how-to video that was important to us to show lots of people our method for making paper pots, which we think is easy, quick, and effective. Part of our personal goals is to reduce plastic use, and making content that helps lots of other gardeners reduce their plastic use amplifies our ability to make change, right? So that video was really important to us. We were getting, you know, links for people posting it on their local farming or gardening groups all over the world. And it really struck a chord with people and helped lots of people out.
We also made Favorite Filler Flower in Greenery with Flower Hill Farm, which got 37,000 views. And this video was actually the second part in a series of collabs that I did with Nicole over at Flower Hill Farm. The first one was 10 most profitable flowers with Flower Hill Farm, which ended up being our biggest video of the year. It actually contributed massively to the growth of our channel, all through the winter and the spring and the summer. It got 272,000 views. The second one didn't perform quite as well, but I think the second one is still hugely valuable. In the first one, we're talking fun flowers, but in the second one, we're talking things that every flower farmer needs to consider growing that isn't as exciting. In April, we made $5,300. Over the winter, we make a lot of how-to educational type content, but the main videos that we make are vlogs, and they're vlogs all about the farm. Our favorites we call harvest vlogs because they're all about us getting ready for the farmer's market. They're all about us going out and harvesting, and then, this grand finish of seeing how beautiful all the veggies look. We love seeing how beautiful all the veggies look and taking you along for the whole journey of it. But in the spring, the main thing we're doing on the farm is we are growing seedlings. We are getting ready for our big seedling sale, which, really takes up about 3 months of time, even though it runs kind of over the course of a couple weekends. In April, the video, We Have a Problem, Too Many Plants, got 46,000 views. And this video really sums up the ridiculousness of the seedling sale. We are struggling because the weather. We had a very, very cold spring. The tomatoes and the peppers, which we grow thousands and thousands of for the seedling sale, they need to be started at a specific time to be ready, and we grow them inside. But they also need to go outside at a certain point, and we time it based on when our normal temperatures are there. And in this video, it's freezing cold. We can't put anything outside, but our indoor outbuilding is overflowing with plants. It looks ridiculous. This entire video looks like it should be a joke because there's 5,000 tomato plants and there's this tiny little path that we're walking through. It's really enjoyable, and it really shows, the way that farmers struggle when weather doesn't cooperate with them.
We also made the video How to Soil Block 101, which got 20,000 views. It's another one of those videos because soil blocks are kind of a way to avoid plastic use. So it's another how-to video that's targeted towards, informing people in more plastic-free gardening methods. In May, we made $4,800.
Our Mother's Day vlog, the biggest flower day of the year and our tulips are too short, got 50,000 views. We grow veggies and flowers, and hitting Mother's Day is really important for flower farms. It's one of the biggest sales days of the year. And in the years past, we'd never been able to have flowers then. So this was our first time actually being able to have anything for Mother's Day. And it, wasn't a total success, but I feel for going into next year when we're going to be growing even more flowers, we're going to be taking everything that we learned in this video and perfecting it.
Also, the tulips are gorgeous. They really look amazing. In June, we made $7,000. We released one of our highest viewed vlogs of the year. More flowers means more money, which got 133,000 views. And it's no surprise it got that many views because we're showing off all the beautiful ranunculus that were blooming at that time. So there's no shortage of beautiful flowers in that video.
But my favorite from June was We Can't Do This Anymore, which got 78,000 views. And this is the ultimate classic Serena and Ian harvest vlog, because what we can't do is stay up till 4 in the morning the night before the farmer's market, getting ready for the farmer's market. But then we proceed in the video to stay up till 4 in the morning, getting ready for the farmer's market. We put a lot of pressure on ourselves to try to make the farmer's market as beautiful as possible. And so it leads to some late nights, but it's still fun.
Yeah. In July, we made $8,400, which is a lot of money to make on YouTube. That's a pretty good amount of money. And we were really excited to see that much potential in the numbers, doing this, because we've been doing it for 4 years. And over those 4 years, we haven't made anything like that ever before. So.
When we were going through the numbers to make this video, I was like, what? We made that much money in a month? That's crazy. And maybe even more exciting is we also released a new line of merch that month. We've had some merch in the past, and I love all of our merch. I feel like it's very us, but there had never been merch as perfect to who we are on this channel as this specific series of merch. In fact, I'm wearing some right now, and I wear it all the time.
We have a running gag on our channel where I'm Team Flowers and Serena's Team Veggie. Serena is, she's very utilitarian minded. She wants to grow food because
you eat food.
I see flowers as the potential for business. I just find it very fulfilling to be surrounded and selling flowers all the time. So I'm Team Flowers, she's Team Veggie. It's amazing also to me because this joke all came from like years and years ago. I walked into a mall when like the second Twilight film was being released, and they had shirts at a store that said like Team Jacob or Team Edward. And I was like, haha, funny joke. That's like silly thing to wear around. And now we literally have our own shirts that say Team Flower or Team Veggie. It's like, oh, this made me laugh.
Unfortunately, despite all this excitement, July was an incredibly hard month.
We released a video, roadside farm stand during a heat wave, which got 40,000 views, and it kind of chronicled this tremendous heat dome that was in our area, pushing temperatures like way beyond maximums ever for our area. We'd been suffering drought the whole 2021, we'd been in drought. And then after all of that, we got this heat wave that pushed temperatures into the mid 40 degrees Celsius. And, just down the road from us, there was temperatures higher than had ever been recorded in Las Vegas, and forest fires broke out everywhere. The heat was tremendous, and it caused a lot of problems with the growing. Basically, we lost all of our spring greens, and some things that are heat loving, they actually flourished and grew quickly because of the heat. But it was tough on a lot of the plants, and it was tough on us as well. It was a lot of heat to be outside in.
The damage, isn't just damage to us. This was like a heat wave that spread all across the West, and farms everywhere, food crops everywhere were being destroyed from it. And
honestly, it hurt me inside as well. I'm still scared that we're going to see that heat again. It was so hot. It was like the sun was trying to murder us.
We also released This Harvest Ends in the Hospital, which got 65,000 views. And this was the beginning of the story about why we weren't making as many videos, because I ended up getting sick and, was sick throughout a lot of the summer. There was, following me going to the hospital, there was a few weeks where I kind of wasn't doing very much around the farm, and I never got back to 100%. And, there was a few times again, into the fall where, I just was able to do nothing. And the farm is very dependent on both of us doing more than everything.
Yeah.
So with having me out of the picture, everything became impossible.
Yeah, I had to take over more of the childcare. Plus I had to, care for Serena a little bit, who wasn't really on her feet and needed lots of rest. So, not only were we down Serena, but I actually had less time for the farm as well. So we had to kind of cut out the video making as a time saving, because it was all we could do to, focus on things that were more important for us. In August, we made $6,600.
Our biggest video of the month was Massive Flower Harvest Heading to Market, which got 78,000 views. It was kind of weird for this video to kind of just spike up. And I realized, after it had been out for about a week and we saw some of the comments, the reason why people were clicking on this video who, hadn't really looked at our channel before is we were wearing masks in the thumbnail of the video. And they were all like, why are you wearing a mask outside? And the reason is, following that heat wave, we had massive, massive fires. A huge amount of our province was on fire. And it meant that outside was incredibly toxic and incredibly dangerous. being out there without a mask, very, very quickly had effects. They were telling people, elderly and children, stay inside, do not go outside at all. We were wearing these N95s, and it, made it so that we could still get through the day outside. And the reality of farming where we are is these forest fires happen every year. We didn't feel it was weird to be outside in masks because we have to be outside in masks every year, every summer. This is just safety equipment that we keep on hand in the same way that we wear sun hats outside. Our favorite video from this month is Rainbow Farmers Market Challenge, which got 45,000 views. We pride ourselves a little bit on how beautiful the farm stand is.
For a couple weeks before this video was released, customers kept coming up to me at the market and being like, oh, it's almost like a rainbow. And I was like, it's almost like a rainbow. And so I told Serena, I was like, we have to do an actual rainbow display, which hurt a little bit because eggplants don't sell well. And so merchandising them in some prime territory, it's a little tough to give them the space. But it turned out like it looks amazing. And whenever we're like, oh, here's a little bit of B-roll about our farm stand, we pretty much always use the rainbow farm stand B-roll because it just looked so good. It was like perfect.
We may have lost money that day at the market, but we've more than paid for having the footage by using it obsessively in videos.
Yeah.
In September, we made $4,300.
This is when the channel really started to suffer. We only released 3 videos in September, and we kind of dropped the live videos that we normally do every week just because Serena was having
I wasn't
trouble.
able to talk.
She just didn't have the energy
like
for it. And so the numbers started to decline, and we couldn't really do anything to pump them back up. We just had to deal with it. We did release our best farmers market ever, Fall Flower Abundance, which got 52,000 views. So our videos were still being watched, but our other videos had started to slow down that had been doing well in the background, and we weren't putting out new content, so the numbers started to slide. In October, we made $4,700.
Thanksgiving is big money at the farmers market got 40,000 views, and this video was really fun because we did not expect to have fresh flowers at Canadian Thanksgiving, but it had been a goal for me for a while. I'd kind of planted a lot of things thinking maybe I could do it, not really expecting much, but I did it. We had fresh flowers and they looked amazing and they sold amazing.
Yeah.
This was maybe one of our highest total sales weeks of the entire year.
Yeah.
When we added up what we sold on the farm stand and what we sold down at the market. So it felt like a really good victory for ending off the season, especially following, some of these health things that we'd been suffering through.
When Serena started to feel a little better, we really kind of tried to finish the season strong. And so it felt good to get some positive results out of the end of the season.
We also released our absolute #1 best video of the year, which is The Legend of Flower Face, which unfortunately only got 16,000 views, probably one of our lowest view videos of the year. We like to make a Halloween video, and we had been talking about this Halloween video for a year. And for us, it's a point of pride, this video, because it's the type of video that we didn't necessarily think we'd ever be able to make. It represents what we feel is, a building up of skills and strengths. We basically made a mini horror movie, and it was a huge amount of work. But we look back at it and we're really proud and we're really happy with what it is.
Most of our videos are what you would consider nonfiction vlogs, right? It's us with a camera, and when we start the video, we don't necessarily know where it's going to go in the end. We don't know how much we're going to sell. We don't know what is going to happen. But to make this video happen, we had to script every single scene, every single little bit. And that was a challenge to us. That took us almost an entire week of devoted work of scripting and filming. according to like a game plan. It was a really challenging video for us to put together. And in the result, in the end, was like hilarious. It was so good. There's so many like massive laughs about it. And I feel like it was a perfect, it was this perfect blending of our like vlog format, so that it's like in the format of one of our normal videos, but then it's also this like ridiculous, hilarious story. Like it really was us pushing ourselves to make something truly unique on our channel. And, you know, it has us exciting about doing that type of thing again in the future and making, you know, like fiction stories. But, you know, we can only do them so much, because no matter what happens, there'll always be tons more work than a normal video.
Basically, if you don't look back at any of the videos that we're sharing here, you gotta look back at this one. If you haven't seen this video, you have to go watch this video, because, you know, it's hilarious.
It is amazing. In November, we made $4,200.
Our farm sales season was over. You know, Halloween is kind of our last selling day, but that doesn't mean that the farm work is done. We released how flower farmers plant tulip for cut flowers, which got 25,000 views. And this video, I think, is really interesting because we show the crazy way that flower farmers grow tulips for cut flowers, and, you know, the footage is very unique looking.
In December, we made $3,700.
Going full circle on the year, we're back to dried flowers. We released Will Dried Flowers Sell at our first Christmas market, which got 35,000 views.
Spoiler, they didn't. It was a fun video though, because, you know, we were all excited about Christmas, and it's fun to make, you know, like a beautiful Christmas market themed video. And finally, we released 10 lessons from third year farming, which got 40,000 views. This is part of our like how to business type video series that we like to do in the wintertime, where we kind of recap our season and talk about all the things that we've learned. This is the third time that we've done this video, and I think that it's really informative. People seem to take a lot out of it, whether they're gardeners or farmers.
That puts our total for the year at $67,000.
Yay! To put it in context, the previous year we made about $30,000. So, you know, our numbers, they definitely started to decrease when our videos started to, you know, become more rare. There's still optimism in that, you know, the channel was making more of a full-time income than a part-time income for us, because it is a full-time job for us. So it was nice to be able to make some actual money. And we can see it going back up in the future. But what we wanted to point out is the fact that YouTube is not this like passive income that people sometimes like to label it as. It's actually a very active income. As soon as you stop frequently posting, you know, we call it feeding the algorithm. As soon as you stop feeding the algorithm videos, your views go down substantially, and all your videos kind of cool off, and your money goes down. And it's you need to keep being active on YouTube if you want to make money. And YouTube videos for us, we've set ourselves up where we make these like highly produced videos that take a lot of the time. We're not charismatic or beautiful or funny enough to just like point the camera and, you know, it's gold and you don't have to put up any editing on it. We have to like spend a lot of time making our videos polished. So for us, when we don't have time to do that, our income just plummets.
We're maybe not the smartest people because we've chosen two businesses that have very unstable and unreliable income streams. Not only are we doing the YouTube for money, but we also have the farm for money, which if you go back and watch the sister video to this, how much money we made farming, you'll know we made no money farming. So the YouTube for me, like, I'm hugely appreciative of the money that we've been able to make this year, because it's money that allows us to actually be able to farm. I know so many of you who watch our videos, you want to know how you're able to support us, how you're able to give us success on our farm. You know, and the truth is, and the reality is, when you guys watch our videos, you are directly contributing to our ability to, you know, have the farm be sustainable. You know, when we make the money here on the YouTube, it means that we're able to, you know, not be worried about not making money on the farm. I know going into 2021, we discussed having an employee, and that was really scary for me because an employee is a massive cost, and I didn't think that the farm was going to be able to pay for it. And the reason why I was able to do that, to make that choice, is because Ian would always show me that I could have an employee for the farm because YouTube was there. You guys were actually paying for our employee so that, you know, we could have that and we could do that. You know, so without your support, the farm would have had to probably get shut down this year because we wouldn't have had that employee, you know, and we wouldn't have been able to make it through.
What do you want to spend this year's $2,000 on?
How about some carbon offsetting? This was a hard year on the farm, and we really suffered from extreme weather caused by climate instability. Having this YouTube income helps with the financial pressures of farming. But with the drought, heat wave, and forest fires from this year, it's scary to think about the future and to know what bigger changes we personally can make. REN is a simple and effective way to make a difference in the climate crisis. REN is a website where you can calculate your carbon footprint, then offset it by funding a diverse mix of carbon reduction projects like tree planting, mineral weathering, and rainforest protection. I use their carbon footprint calculator to see what kind of impact my lifestyle is having. We try our best here on the farm to have a positive, not harmful impact, but we have a lot of living space and we need to drive more than we wish. We eat a lot of homegrown veggies, but we're far from where we would like to be. In the end, REN offers a lot of options to offset your carbon footprint, and I was surprised at how affordable they were. Once you sign up to make a monthly contribution, you receive monthly updates from the projects you support, and you get to see photos and details about what your money is spent on. I was super interested to learn about mineral weathering in Scotland, but the California biochar program is near and dear to my heart. Over the past year, I've been hearing really exciting things from other farmers about how they're using biochar on their farms. But this program goes above and beyond just making a great product. They're getting the wood that they use from dead trees in the local forest, therefore making the area more wildfire resilient. With more research, support, and success, programs like this could potentially spread, and I would love to see one like this in my local area. I want to live in a world with more sustainable agricultural inputs and less forest fires. It will take a lot to end the climate crisis, and you can start helping today by learning more on ren.co. Offset your carbon footprint on REN. The first 100 people who sign up using the link in the description will have 10 extra trees planted in their name.